Srimad Bhagavatam is the mellow of Krishna Bhakti, is the essence of all Veda Shastras, Vedic literature. চারি বেদ উপনিষদে যত কিছু হয় তার অর্থ লইয়া ব্যাস করিল সঞ্চয়. You'll find the essence of four Vedas and Upanishads here in this Srimad Bhagavatam. This is the last contribution of Srila Vyasadeva, taking essence from four Vedas and from all Upanishads. He put everything here in Srimad Bhagavatam. Jai Sutre, Jai Ruk Vishaya Vachana, Bhagavate Sairuk Shloka Nibandhana. This is natural commentary on Vedanta Sutra. Vyasadeva is the compiler of Vedanta Sutra, and he has given the commentary on Vedanta Sutra. This is Srimad Bhagavatam. You will find the same verses. In Srimad Bhagavatam, the verses you find in Vedanta Sutra. Jiver nishtar lagi sutra koilo Vyasa. Mahabadi bhashya sunle hoy sarvanas. So Vyasadeva compiled Vedanta Sutra for the deliverance of the jivas. And he gave the commentary, that is Srimad Bhagavatam. But Mayavadis, they don't accept it. The propounder of Mayavad philosophy, Srivas Shankaracharya, has compiled a commentary on Vedanta Sutra, which is completely imaginative commentary. Therefore, Sriman Mahaprabhu gives us caution. Don't go to Mayavadis, don't listen to their commentaries on Vedanta Sutra. If you do so, your bhakti buddhi will be completely doomed. Mayavadi bhashya sunle sarvanas. Therefore, instruction is, jao bhagavata padho Vaishnava sthane ekanta asra karo chaitanya charani. Go to a Vaishnava and hear Bhagavata from him. Study Bhagavata under his guidance and completely surrender unto the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Here is a question. What is the necessity of taking shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in respect of understanding Bhagavatam? This is the question. Can you answer? Bolo. Yes? No? Nobody can answer. What is the necessity of taking shelter of the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in respect of understanding Bhagavatam? That's the question. No? Yes? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave love of Godhead, yes. Then, the love of Godhead is required to understand Bhagavatam. You say so? Isn't it? Why? Love of Godhead is required to understand Bhagavatam. Nobody can understand Bhagavatam of his material scholarship, learning, merit, intelligence. No? Nobody? Why? It's written in Sanskrit. So one Sanskrit scholar may say, yes, I can understand. He's a Sanskrit scholar. Then why do you say that only love of God is required to understand Bhagavatam? Bolo? What is that? That's all right, Baba. That's all right, I understand it. But why a scholar cannot understand? What hidden? That means it will not manifest to a scholar? Oh, that love may not be, but he can understand it, because it is written in Sanskrit language. Why he cannot understand? I can understand the meaning. Sanskrit scholar was learning scholarship intelligence and merit, and so many commentators are there. They have given commentaries on it also. Those commentaries all written in Sanskrit. I can take help of the commentary. I can understand. Why do you say no? That's the question. Yes, tell me. He cannot understand Bhagavatam? Are Baba. Who can understand Krishna? Yes? You come here. Why are you sitting there? Come here. Come to the front. Please come. Why do you sit so scattered? Come closer, come closer. Come here, come here. Yes. A bhakta can understand. Isn't it? Nobody can understand Krishna. Only a bhakta can understand. Isn't it? Why it is so?
Because they accept Krishna as a supreme personality of Godhead.
Only bhakta accepts? Vaishnavas accept. Others don't accept. Yes. Quote Krishna's words. Krishna says how one can understand him. Bhaktya mangabhijanati, bhaktyastva anannaya labhya, bhaktyahum ekaya grajya. Isn't it? In Bhagavad Gita, in Srimad Bhagavatam. These two scriptures and all Vedic scriptures. Only by bhakti one can understand Krishna. Nobody can understand Krishna by dint of his mental speculation, scholarship, learning, merit, intelligence. Isn't it? 11th canto of Bhagavatam. Krishna says that thing to Uddhava. Isn't it? What he says? Namang sadeti jogam no sankhya na dharmuddhava no swadhyaya tapastyaga tatha bhaktir mamurjita. These are Krishna's words. Namang sadeti jogam no sankhya na dharmuddhava no swadhyaya tapastyaga tatha bhaktir mamurjita. Clearly said. Nobody can understand me by yoga sadhana, by mystic yoga sadhana or Ashtanga yoga sadhana. Mystic yogi or Ashtanga yogi cannot understand. Nama sadhi yoga no sankhya. Sankhya yogi also cannot understand me by analytical study. Sankhya alosana. No yoga no sankhya no dharmang. Among sadhik yoga no sankhya no dharmang. Those who follow swadharma, varnasrama dharma, they cannot understand. Dharmang, sankhya, yogam, dharmang, no swadhyaya, tapastyaga. Those who do swadhyaya, Vedic study, acquire Vedic knowledge, then they cannot understand me. Isn't it? Tapa, those who undergo severe austerity, tapasya, penance, then they can understand me. They cannot understand. Tyaga, even one becomes complete renunciate, great tyagi, vairagi, still he cannot understand me. Tapastyaga tatha bhaktir mamurjita, as I am understood by bhakti only. Isn't it? Yes, yes. Similarly, you want to say that only by bhakti, Bhagavad can be understood. Isn't it? Isn't it? Why it is so? Why it is so? Because it is Krishna. कृष्ण तुल्य भागवत विभो सर्वाश्रयो प्रति श्लोके प्रति अक्षरी नानार्थकोयो. This is quotation from Chaitanya Bhagavata. Vrindavan Das Thakur has said, Krishna tulya bhagavato vibhu sarvasraya prati shloke prati akshari nanarthakaya. This is Krishna. This is as good as Krishna. This is one of the incarnations of Krishna. Krishna's Vani, avatar Vani Vigraha, Vani incarnation of Krishna. This is not different from Krishna's. Bhagavata Krishnera Sriyanga, Tahate Kohena Jato Gopya Krishna Ranga. They are all quotations from Chaitanya Bhagavata. Vrindavan Das Thakur has said, this is the body of Krishna. Krishnera Sriyanga, Tahate Kohena Jato Gopya Krishna Ranga. All confidential leela tattvas have been said here. Srimad Bhagavatam. Understand? Prati shloke prati akhyare nanarthakaya. Krishna tulya bhagavato vibhu sarvasraya. As Krishna is Vibhu, Vibhu means Supreme Lord. Vibhu means Supreme Lord. Similarly, Bhagavata is Vibhu, is Supreme Lord. Because as good as Krishna, as we take shelter of Krishna, similarly we take shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam. You understand? Yes. Prati shloke prati akhyare nanarthakaya. In every verse, even in every word, even in every letter, many meanings are there. If you want to explain one verse from Srimad Bhagavatam perfectly well, it will take days together, Baba. Or to speak half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours. Such thing contains here. Unlimited. Krishna is Ananta, unlimited. So this is Vibhu. Bhagavata is as good as Krishna is Vibhu Vastu, is Supreme Lord, is unlimited. Anantadev, who has unlimited mouths. Understand? Speaks Bhagavata from time immemorial. Still he has not completed it. It's unlimited mouth speaking, Anantadev. Not completed. It is unlimited. 4 Kumaras, they hear Srimad Bhagavatam from Anantadev. Understand? This is Bhagavata. Therefore, without bhakti, nobody can understand it. Therefore, bhakti is required. Shivaji said, one of the Mahadanas, Bhaktya bhagavatam rajyam na buddhya na satikaya. Shivaji statement, only by bhakti, Bhaktya bhagavatam rajyam na buddhya na satikaya. Only by bhakti one can understand Bhagavata. He cannot understand by his mental speculation, scholarship, merit, or intelligence, or taking help of the commentaries given by many commentators. Many commentators are there. Those who have given commentaries on Srimad Bhagavatam, of them, Siddhar Swami is the best commentator. Sriman Mahaprabhu has accepted Siddhar Swami as best commentator. Siddhar Swami Guru Karimani, Siddharānugata karo Bhagavata Vekhyano. He says that thing to that, Vallabhacharya, who is a proud, puffed up fellow. Accept Siddhar Swami as Guru. If you want to speak something on Bhagavatam or write something on Bhagavatam, you should accept Siddhar Swami as Guru. Under his guidance, then you speak Bhagavatam. Mahaprabhu said, Siddhar Swami is the best commentator. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam. Madhacharya has commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam. Jiva Goswami has commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam. And our revered spiritual master Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he has commented, this is Bhaktivedanta purpose are here, Bhaktivedanta Vasya. So many commentators are there on Srimad Bhagavatam. If someone may think, I'll take help of commentaries, I can understand Srimad Bhagavatam. But Srivadi said, no. Bhaktya Bhagavatam Rajyam Abuddhya Nasatikaya. Only by bhakti one can understand Bhagavatam. Cannot understand Bhagavatam by dint of his mental speculation, scholarship, learning, intelligence, merit, or taking help of the commentaries given by many commentators. Understand? Because it is devotion. This is Supreme Lord as good as Krishna. Ekantasra karo chaitya Bhagavata pada Vaishnava sthane. Ekantasra karo chaitya. Go to a Vaishnava who is an embodiment of Bhagavata, who is a Bhakta Bhagavata, who is a dear devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hear Bhagavata from him. Study Bhagavata under his guidance. And completely take shelter at the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he gives prem bhakti. He gives bhakti that will help you to understand Krishna. That bhakti is required to understand Bhagavata, as it is as good as Krishna. Understand? Therefore it is said, this is the answer. Understand? Yes. Bhagavata jena mane se javana sama, tar sasta che janme janme prabhu jama. One who don't accept Bhagavatam is a mlecha javan. Is a mlecha javan. Don't accept Bhagavatam. Don't accept the teachings given in Bhagavata, conclusions drawn in Bhagavata, is mlecha javan. He is to be punished by Jamarat, not one life, life after life. Understand? Life after life. He is to be punished by Jamarat. Yes, he is a great offender. These are some of the glorifications of Srimad Bhagavatam. Before approaching Srimad Bhagavatam, we must glorify Srimad Bhagavatam and beg for its mercy. As we glorify Supreme Lord Krishna, beg for His mercy, similarly we should glorify Srimad Bhagavatam and beg for His mercy. Without His mercy we cannot approach Him, we cannot touch Him. Therefore we must beg for the mercy. Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Now please come to the text. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, Chapter 12, text 20. There. Anu. Then. Deva Prabharavu. Two very beautiful demigods. Chatu Bhujavu. With 4 arms. Syamavu. Blackish. Kisharavu. Quite young. Aruna. Reddish. Ambuja, lotus flower, Ikshanav, with eyes, Sitav, situated, Avastabhya, holding, Gadan, clubs, Subhasasav, with nice garments, Kirita, helmets, Haro, necklaces, Angada, bracelets, Charu, beautiful, Kundalav, with earrings. Tatran Deva Prabharau Chaturabhujau, Syamam Kesara Varunambudekhanam, Sitavavastabhya Gadang Suvasasau, Kiritaharangada Charu Kundalav. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Dhruva Maharaj saw 2 very beautiful associates of Lord Vishnu in the plain. They had 4 hands and a blackish bodily luster. They were very youthful, and their eyes were just like reddish lotus flowers. They held clubs in their hands, and they were dressed in very attractive garments with helmets and were decorated with necklaces, bracelets and earrings. Please repeat translation. Dhruva Maharaj saw two very beautiful associates of Lord Vishnu in the plain. They had 4 hands and a blackish bodily luster. They were very beautiful. They were very youthful. And their eyes were just like reddish lotus flowers. They held clubs in their hands and were dressed in very attractive garments with helmets and were decorated with necklaces, bracelets and earrings. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The inhabitants of Vishnu Loka are of the same bodily feature as Lord Vishnu, and they also hold club, conch shell, lotus flower and disc. In this verse, it is distinctly stated that they had 4 hands and were nicely dressed. The description of their bodily decorations corresponds exactly to that of Vishnu. So the two uncommon personalities who descended from the airplane came directly from Vishnu Loka, or the planet where Lord Vishnu lives. So this is Dhruva Maharaj goes back to Godhead, this chapter says. Now Dhruva Maharaj is going back to Godhead, going to Vaikuntha Loka. These two associates from Vishnu Loka, Vaikuntha, the Dutas, Vishnu Dutas, they have come with nice aeroplane to take Dhruva Maharaj to Vaikuntha, isn't it? So, Dhruva, whose son was Dhruva? Hello? You should take lesson from Dhruva Charit. This is lesson for you, Mr. Anil. Whose son was Dhruva? Dhruva is the son of Uttanapada, isn't it? The Uttanapada had 2 wives. Who were they? Suruchi and Suniti. Whose son was Dhruva? Suniti's son was Dhruva. Suruchi also had a son. What was his name? Uttama. And that Suruchi was the pet wife of Uttanapada. And the Suniti, Dhruva's mother, was not so close to Uttanapada, do you understand? She was from distant. So once Dhruva went to see it, on the lap of his father was seated on the throne. You understand? Holding Uttama in his lap. But at that time he was denied by stepmother Suruchi. No, you cannot sit there, isn't it? Very harsh words stepmother said. Not in this life. If by the mercy of Lord Narayanam, next life you will take birth from my womb, then you'll get this opportunity of sitting on the lap of your father sitting on the throne. Understand? So Dhruva became insulted, he was very much embarrassed, 5-year-old boy, simple boy. Then crying, he came back to his mother, Suniti. Suniti understood why her son was crying. Suniti consoled her, consoled Dhruva. Mother Suruchi said a very good thing. By the mercy of Lord Narayana, if you get mercy of Lord Narayana, then everything is possible. You understand? And Dhruva took it very seriously. You understand? Then he asked, where is that Lord Narayana? I must go, I must meet him. You see, Mr. Anil, 5-year-old boy, you are, how old are you? 50? You are 5-year-old boy, you are 50. Take lesson from Dhruva, how determined he was. Where is Lord Narayana? I must go and meet him. So his mother, Suniti, said, oh, I have heard many great sages, Munis, they go to forest to undergo tapasya, to get Narayana. Then I must go to forest, I must go to forest, I must undergo severe austerities, I must get. I must get Narayana, I must get. How determined he is. Do you understand? This is the lesson one should learn from Dhruva Charita. But you are 50 years old, no determination. How can you get? Krishna Baba, without determination, one cannot get. Strong determination is required. I must get. This very life I must get. His mother said, you are a mere boy. How can you go to forest? So many dangers are there, ferocious animals are there. Place is very dangerous place. How can you go there? But he didn't listen anything. No, I must go. I must meet Narayan. I must get benediction from him, mercy, otherwise how my desire will be fulfilled. Do you understand? He didn't listen, went out. Crying. One should cry to get the Supreme Lord. Unless you cry, Mr. Anil, how can you get? You are crying for a cigarette. Smoking cigarette. Crying for a cigarette, not crying for Krishna. So, how can you get Supreme Lord? So many years you are staying here and you have made Prabhupada. But what benefit, what value, Baba? You are not crying for Krishna. A 5-year-old boy, he cried. Where is lotus side, Hari? Where is lotus side, Hari? Where is lotus side? Just crying, he went out and left. Oh my, entered into the deep jungle, forest, so dangerous place. He's crying, only crying for Krishna. Krishna gives him protection. There will be no danger for him, nothing. You understand? Krishna gives, no, Dhruva is now crying for me, how to get me, how to come to me. Then Krishna, who is in the heart of the Paramatma, you understand, now he's crying. And a conditioned soul cries for that. Understand? After undergoing Brahmanda Bhamite Kona Bhagyavana Jiva Guru Krishna Prasade Paya Bhakti Lata Bija. Do you understand? It is said, Brahmanda Bhamite Kona Bhagyavana Jiva Guru Krishna Prasade Paya Bhakti Lata Bija. Wandering, lots of Brahmandas, undergoing lots of species of life. A Bhagyavana Jiva, a fortunate Jiva, gets the seed of Bhakti Kripa by the mercy of Guru and Krishna. What is that? Bhagyavan, what is that Bhagya Baba? Mr. Anil, what is that Bhagya? It is that Bhagyavan who wins a lottery ticket, who has purchased lottery ticket. Purchased lottery ticket, what do you say? $1, now wins $100,000. Oh, great Bhagya. This is Bhagya? You mean this Bhagya? So Bhagya? Mr. Anil? No, Baba, it is not that Bhagya. Bhagyavan is not that Bhagya. It is to get the seed of bhakti kripa, bhagyavan jiva Guru Krishna prasade paye bhakti lata bija. He meets Guru. That is the arrangement of Krishna. Understand? Krishna prasad and Guru prasad. What is Krishna prasad? What is the mercy of Krishna and what is the mercy of Guru? Understand anything? What is that? Bolo? What is Krishna prasad? What is the mercy of Krishna? Mercy of Krishna, one meets Guru. That is the mercy of Krishna. Understand? Then by the mercy of Guru one gets Krishna. Understand? That is Krishna prasad, Guru prasad. Understand? That is what we should understand. When one cries from the core of his heart for Krishna, then Krishna makes the arrangement, because no direct approach. He must come through Guru, his dear devotee. Without acceptance of Guru, without taking shelter of the lotus feet of Guru, without serving Guru, without getting mercy from Guru, nobody can approach Krishna. No direct approach. Therefore, Krishna makes arrangement. Krishna understood Dhruva is now crying for me. One has to cry. Yes, those who have cried, they have gotten. Dhruva cried, he got. Billa Mangala cried, he got. Yes. Unless you cry, how can you get? Mr. Anil, you are not crying. Lots of lives you have already undergone. How many lots more will you undergo? Unlimited. You have to cry. This is the lesson one should learn from Dhruva Charit. You follow? In Kathopanishad you'll find, Namatma pravachanena labhyana medhayana bahuna sudhena jamave isha brunute tena labhyastasesatma vibrunute tanuswan. Understand? Namatma pravachanena labhyana medhayana bahuna sudhena jamave isha brunute tena labhyastasesatma vibrunute tanuswan. Who is there in the heart? Paramatma nona chaitya Guru. Guru chaitya bapusa. Another verse is there. When he understands this person Anil is crying for me, Dhruva is crying for me, he understands, he's in the heart. Then he makes arrangement. Namatma pravachan labdhano medhaya bhuna sudena. You cannot understand this Isha tattva, Paramahatma tattva by your mental speculation, by your merit, intelligence, learning, scholarship, or hearing so many pravachanas from so many pandits, karmis, jnanis, yogis, scholars, cannot understand. You follow? Namatma pravachan labhyana medhayana bahuna sutena jamave isvabunte tena labhyas tasesatma vibrunute tanusam. Who is there in the heart? When he hears crying, he is crying to get me, to meet me, to approach me. So how can I understand him? Jigyasu, who is very intuitive to understand Supreme Lord. Chaturvidha bhadanjanang Buddha. Sukruti in Arjuna. Arti, Arthati, Jigyasu, Jnanicha, Bharatarsava. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, 4 types of devotees. They do my bhajan. Arti, Arthati, they are Sukrutina, not Duskrutina. Understand my language? Arti, Arthati, Jigyasu, Jnani. Who is in dangerous situation, has put in danger. He prays to Supreme Lord, please help me take out of this danger. Isn't it? Arti, Arthati. Who is very poor, suffering out of poverty. You understand? He prays to Lord, please help me. I am suffering out of poverty. Give me wealth. Huh? There will be no poverty. You follow? The jigyasa is very inquisitive, how to know Supreme Lord. You understand? He prays. He does bhajan. Jnani wants to get transcendental knowledge, jnana. He also does bhajan, chaturvidha bhajante mang jnana. Sukridina Arjuna. They are Sukridina. You follow? So, when they offer, when they cry, Krishna who is there in Paramatma, then he assumes a body. Vibhrunti tanuswam. He assumes a body and appear in the form of Guru before him. You understand? Krishna, Guru Rupa Hana Shastrera Pramani. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Kaviraj Goswami. Krishna Guru Rupa Hana Shastrera Pramani. This is Shastra Praman. Krishna assumes the body of a Guru and appears. You understand? With Chaitya Guru, who is there in the heart, Paramatma, he appears when one cries for him, how to know him, how to understand him, how to get him. That is real Guru. Otherwise nobody can understand that Isha Tattva, Bhagavat Tattva, Paramatma Tattva unless he speaks. Understand? Unless he speaks. कृष्ण यदि कृपा करें कौन भाग्यवान है गुरु अंतर्ज्यामी रूपे सिखाया परे गुरु रूपे कृष्ण कृपा करें भक्त जन चैतन्य चरितामृत कृष्ण showers his mercy on some bhagyavan, some fortunate jiva, he appears as Guru. Guru antarjami rupe and teaches him. Guru rupe Krishna kripa karen bhakta jane, in the form of Guru, Krishna showers his mercy. Therefore Guru is known as Krishna kripa Sri Murti. Krishna kripa Sri Murti. Krishna kripa, mercy of Krishna assumes a body, that is Guru. Understand? Krishna kripa Sri Murti is Guru. This is Guru Tattva. By the mercy of Krishna, one gets Guru. Then by the mercy of Guru, one gets Krishna. And when Dhruva cried, Krishna understood it. So he made arrangement. He met his Guru. That is Narada Muni. Understand? He met his Guru, Narada Muni. Narada Muni appeared. Narada Muni said, oh, Dhruva, you are just a boy, 5-year-old boy. And boys are generally interested in playing. Isn't it? Khela dhula karna hai. You are interested in playing. You cannot do tapasya. Very difficult. Great munis, sages. Thousands of years have done tapasya, not gotten Baba. How can you do, a mere boy? You want to sit on the throne of your father, isn't it? That was his desire. Isn't it? Because he felt embarrassed when he was debarred. And his stepmother said, if you get mercy of Narayana and take birth, next birth from my womb, then we'll get that chance, isn't it? And his mother, Suniti, said, yes. So Mother Suruchi said, very good thing, mercy of Narayana is needed. Therefore, I must get mercy of Narayana. Well, he had. Therefore, he can come out, isn't it? And Guru tests how determined you are. How determined you are, Anil. To get Krishna, to understand her, so you have this determination. No, no determination. You want to sit on the throne of your father. All right, come with me. This time there will be no objection, you will sit. But Dhruva said, no, I don't want that. I want to meet that Lord Narayana. You know him? Can you help me in that respect how to meet Lord Narayana? Then I'll listen to you. Otherwise I will listen. Dandavat, please go away. He is so determined. 5-year-old boy, you are 50. 50, you have no determination. How can you get the Supreme Lord? It's an easy thing. Mr. O'Neill, this is lesson for you. Has come out in Bhagavatam. Mr. O'Neill, you see? This is lesson for you. 5-year-old boy, very determined. No, I want to meet Lord Narayana. I don't want to listen anything. What to speak of the place of my position of my father? The position my father has not gotten, my grandfather has not gotten, my great-grandfather has not gotten. I want superior position that. He developed that desire also. His father was Uttanapada. His grandfather was the grandfather. Uttanapada's father, Manu. Manu's father, Brahma. My father has not gotten, my grandfather has not gotten, my great-grandfather has not gotten. That means he developed a desire to get a place superior to that of Brahma. Understand? All desires are there. What to speak of the seat of my father? I don't want anything to listen to you. If you know that Lord Narayana, please tell me, otherwise I won't listen. Narada Muni saw his Dhruva was determined. Dhruva was determined only to see Lord Narayana, not anything else. So, Guru test, then he came out successful. Then Narada Muni gave him mantra, gave him instruction, gave him the description, bodily feature of Supreme Lord Vishnu beginning from toe to the top of hair. Everything, this is the form of the Lord. You meditate, you go to that Vadhuvana, sit there, do this sadhana in this way, everything he told. And Dhruva followed the instruction of his Guru as it is and underwent very severe austerities and penances. Within 6 months, through his tapasya, he is satisfied. Lord Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu approached, appeared before him. Lord Vishnu appeared before him. He was meditating, opened the eyes and saw, whom I am meditating is now standing before me. My Guru has said, this is the form. And this same form I see. This is Lord Vishnu. And he paid obeisance, sir. Then he wanted to offer some prayers to Lord Vishnu. He was 5-year-old boy, he had not gone to any school, not gotten any education. He didn't know what to pray. And Vishnu could understand it very easily. Dhruva wants to offer some prayer, but he doesn't know. Therefore, Vishnu tossed his conch shell on his forehead. Then all jnana came out. It's all, you have gone, all finished this. Then he offered prayers. Opened mouth and offered prayers. Mukam karoti vasalam pangulanghati girijat kripatam mande Sri Guru Dinatarine Paramananda Madhavi begets. The mercy of Sri Guru, that is the mercy of Paramananda Madhava, a mukha, a dead, can become an eloquent speaker on Vedas. He gets all Vedic knowledge. That happened to Dhruva, isn't it? Then, Lord Vishnu asked him, all right, you ask for the benediction you want. Isn't it? Ask for the benediction you want. Because that was his, I must meet Lord Narayana, get benediction from him. Dhruva has so many material desires. Yes. Therefore, he had undergone so severe austerity. And thereby he satisfied Supreme Lord to his austerity. Now, Supreme Lord asked for the benediction. What Dhruva said. You understand? What he said? Thana vidasi tapasi sthitoyam tam praptavan deva munindra guhyam kacham vichinnam napi divyaratram swamin kritarthosmi varaunadache. Understand? That Dhruva said. Thana vidasi tapasi sthitoyam tam praptavan deva munindra guhyam kacham vichinnam napi divyaratram swamin kritarthosmi varaunadache. Oh my Lord, I don't want any benediction from you. Thana vidasi tapasi sthitoyam. I had desire of position, sthana. Understand? He had already developed that desire. Even my father has not gone, my grandfather has not gone, my great-grandfather has not gone. I want superior position there. That is already granted. Already granted. So I underwent severe state penance because of this desire. I was thanabhirasi. I am desirous of the position, isn't it? But what happened? What I got? Tam praptavan deva munindra guhyam. What I got you? I got you. Even great demigods, great munis, rishis, cannot get you, I got you. Deva munindra guhyam. Kacham vichinnannapi divyaratram. I was in search of few pieces of glass. But I got divyaratna. Invaluable gem. Diamond. I was in search of pieces of glass. But I got invaluable diamond. Swamin kritarthosmi varaunadache. I am completely satisfied. I don't need to ask for any benediction from you. Do you understand? He at last said like that. But first he had material desire. Do you understand? Supreme Lord said, what Supreme Lord said? No. All your desires have been fulfilled. What desires you have cherished? You go back to your father's country, sit on that throne of your father. First desire was there to sit on that. And rule the kingdom for 36,000 years. Baba, 36,000 years. Then, for him, a special planet has been created, Dhruva Loka, special Vaikuntha planet now. Vishnu Dutas have come with the plane to take him there. Then at last, that after 36,000 years ruling, sitting on the first, your seat of your father, then you'll go there, special planet has been created for you. That is superior to the planet of Brahma. My great-grandfather has not done. Do you understand? The complete annihilation comes. Mahapralaya, the planet of Brahma was destroyed. Brahma is destroyed. Understand? But this Dhruva planet, this is one of Vaikuntha, it will never destroy. It will never destroy. Do you understand? He got us. That is also fulfilled. And you'll go there with your mother, Suniti. Get all his desires. But Dhruva was not very happy. Was not very happy. All his desires are fulfilled, but he was not happy. He condemned himself that when he made Supreme Lord, all his material desires are gone now. So he condemns, I am such a rascal. I ask for this material things from Supreme Lord. Isn't it? He got all this, but he was not happy. He was very morose. But you have already cherished that desire and it's already fulfilled. You have to do it. Then after 36,000 years, then you will go there, that planet, and stay there eternally and engage in my bhajan there with your mother. That is Dhruva. Huh? So we'll find two boy devotees in Srimad Bhagavatam. Huh? One is Dhruva and other is Prahlada. Isn't it? Prahlada is a boy devotee. Dhruva is a boy devotee. Two boy devotee charita in Srimad Bhagavatam. And what is the difference between Dhruva's devotion and Prahlada's devotion? Huh? Do you find any difference? Yeah, that is different. Prahlad had no material desire at all. But Dhruva had material desire. This is the difference. Understand? This is the difference. Prahlad had no material desire, but Dhruva had material desire. Huh? This is the difference. Huh? Prahlad was a Niskama Bhakta. Understand me? Niskama Bhakta who had no material desire. No desire for material enjoyment, no desire for liberation also. Huh? The Mahaprabhu's teaching, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim kavitamba jagadisa kamaya, mama janmani janmanisware bhavatad bhakti rahet gitoi. Mahaprabhu has taught us. What will you ask for? What will you ask for the Supreme Lord, Mr. Anil? Give me cigarette? Huh? Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim kavitamba jagadisa kamaya, mama janmani janmanisware bhavata bhakti rahit vidai. This is the prayer we have to offer to Supreme Lord. Oh Lord, I am not asking for material wealth, not asking for material followers, not asking for a beautiful lady to enjoy. I am not asking for liberation. Janmani janmanisware bhavata bhakti rahit vidai. Life after life, I will serve your lotus feet and give you all pleasure, all happiness, all ananda to you, not asking anything for me. Me? Give me ahetuki bhakti, give me akinchana bhakti, anala devotion only. I don't want it. That is only prayer. Understand? And Prahlad had that prayer. Do you understand? Prahlad was a Niskama Bhakta. He had no desire for material enjoyment, no desire for liberation. When even Nrsingadev, Lord Nrsingadev was ready, offered him liberation, he didn't accept. He didn't accept. No, I don't want it. What was his prayer? Prahlada's prayer. Lord Nrsingadeva asked for the benediction. We are ready to give him the mukti, liberation. But Prahlad refused. No, I don't want mukti. So many, lots of the jivas are suffering here. Do you understand? How can I get mukti? No. There's so many jivas suffering. Is a real Vaishnava, his heart bleeds. Vaishnava's heart bleeds. See the suffering of jivas, Baba. Whose heart bleeds? Vaishnava's heart bleeds. Because he sees Krishna Samandha, Krishna Jiva. Only one Samandha, one relationship, Krishna is a Mukhya Samandha. Isn't it? Every Jiva has eternal loving relations with Krishna, but he has forgotten. Covered up in dense darkness, ignorance, therefore he is put here in Dukharaya, this material, miserable platform, material world, and has been suffering. Vaishnava's heart bleeds. Therefore he comes out, preaches the science of this Krishna consciousness, inculcates Krishna consciousness unto them. No more suffering. Let him go back, come back to Godhead. Let him be. Let him get out from the clutches of this Maya. Do you understand? Let him situate. Let him situate in constitutional position as a Krishna Lasa. No more suffering. That is a Vaishnava's heart. Otherwise, whose heart? Who sees Krishna, his heart beats for Krishna is suffering. That is so. This Prahlada, such a Vaishnava, he said, no, I don't want. Unless all of them are delivered, I don't want. Why shall I deliver? That Prahlad came as Vasudeva Datta in Gaura Leela. Vasudeva Datta said the same thing, Mahaprabhu, you are Patita Pavana, deliverer of the most fallen. Please deliver all these fallen souls suffering here in this material world. Please deliver them. If you say, oh, they cannot be delivered, great sinful persons, such sinful reactions are there, how can they be delivered? If you say so, please, give all this sinful reaction to me, I will suffer for them, I will stay here and suffer for them, please deliver them. Who can say so? Who can say so? A Vaishnava like Prahlad, a Vaishnava like Vasudeva. Mahaprabhu say, you are Prahlad, you are Prahlad. Prahlad had said like that, and you are saying that. Only Vaishnava. If all these sinful reactions, all these evils put on my head, let me stay here and suffer for them, and please deliver. Who can say? Can anybody? Can you say? Who can say? Vaishnava like Prahlad can say. Prahlad said, understand? Vaishnava. Then Mahaprabhu said, oh, you are such a Vaishnava, your heart bleeding for the suffering of the jivas. That is that. Why? Why you suffer like that? Do you understand? It's Vaishnava's heart. When Nrsimhadev asked for benediction Murti, he refused. No. And what prayer he offered? Nanyathate akhila guru ghatita karunatmana jasta sisya asaste nasabhrutya savaivani. Understand? This is Prahlad's prayer. Understand? Seventh canto of Bhagavatam, Baba. O Jagat Guru, O Lord, O Bhagavan, you are so merciful towards your devotees that you don't put your devotees in any inauspicious situation. You don't allow your devotees to get any inauspiciousness. On the other hand, a devotee rendering service to the Supreme Lord, if he wants in exchange any material benefit or material gain, he cannot be your pure devotee. Understand? Because he wants something in exchange of his service. You want? Anil, you want? Exchange your service, so many years he has been serving, staying in the temple and serving. What you are asking? Give me a cigarette, I'll smoke. Give me stool, I'll eat. Asking for this, Mr. Anil. Prahlad Maharaj says, in exchange of his service, he wants anything material. From the Lord, he cannot be a Sudha Bhakta, a pure devotee. Rather, Savai Bani, na Sabhrutya Savai Bani, is no better than a merchant. Who exchanges things, get money, isn't it? So he is a merchant. He cannot be said a bhakta, a devotee. Understand? Prahlad says, Aham tu vakamastad bhaktastaṅ swami anapasraya nanya teha vayarartho raja sevayariva. O Lord, I am one of your niskama bhakta, a devotee, is free from all sorts of desires. Niskama bhakta, niskama servitor sevaka. You are my eternal master. I am your eternal servant. This master and servant relationship, Prabhu Hritya Samandha. This is eternal loving relationship. I don't want anything but this eternal loving relationship between yourself and myself. Let it remain forever. Do you understand? You are my eternal master. I am your eternal servant. I don't want anything other than this relationship. Understand? He said, Jadi dasyasi me kaman varanstum varadarsava kamanang hudi asangroham bhavastu brune varam